Hey, good morning, guys. I was just stopping in to tell you it's a cool morning. It's like 58 degrees, but it was um, a little lower than that. But I'm on my way because I got to do some errands, run some errands or whatever. So I'm gonna go to Target, and I just want to stop by and say, have a nice day. Even if you don't feel good, guys, or whatever, still get up, okay, and do what you need to do because you may not always feel. You're not gonna have always good days or whatever, but you can choose to show up. So I'm choosing to show up today, and I hope you come along with me. So until then, have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe. Life with Stacy C. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Target. I just came to Target. I went to Snooks, right, for groceries. Why come this little young boy? He looked like he was like 17 or something. Why did he try to talk to me? Oh my God. He tried to play it off first. Look, it was so funny. It was so hilarious. I'm like, I said, baby, how old are you? He comes from, I'm old enough. I said, I got a daughter that's 22. He kind of looked like uh, her little boyfriend. I don't know. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm an old woman. Hey guys, I just want to tell y'all, why come it was an older white man in Snooks too? He told me, you need to be in Ebony magazine. Now you know it had to be old, y'all, because Ebony magazine is old, okay? But he was like, "Can I hug you? Can I shake your hand?" Like I was a celebrity. I'll talk to y'all soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Like and Stacy. I'm shopping at Target. Next time I shop, I think I'm gonna do a grocery haul because, baby, I'm gonna have a delivery. My back is killing me. I had to take some Tylenol I bought in here. And I'm gonna tell you, honey, I don't like grocery shopping. I do not like grocery shopping. But the stores didn't really have anything, especially Ross and Snooks was redoing some things or whatever. So I'm here waiting on my Uber. I'm ready to go home, honey. I have my Starbursts and I took a Tylenol because my back feel like it's gonna crack open. Okay, crack open. So the weather's okay though. It's okay. And I think the Tylenol is kicking in, but don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I get a lot. I only spent $127 or $121, okay? So go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Life with Stacy C is free. Yeah, and I'm gonna sit here and wait on this Uber to come. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, guys, my Uber driver, he was a little he was a little old, but he was heavy on the foot. He was heavy on that pedal. I was like, Lily, get up off that pedal, cause my head is jerking. My head is jerking, Lily. Get up off that pedal, okay? Okay. I couldn't wait to get home because I was like, he is determined. You see how focused he is with driving? He is focused. He got his little music on, but he was playing some music when I got in there. I'm like, what you doing? What you know about this, Lily? What you know about this? But anywho, I'm like, okay, not gonna say anything. Just get home. The goal is to get home safe. Cause he was a little heavy footed. He was a little heavy footed, and you see, he was turning those corners. He was turning those corners, kind of hard. Yeah, today was the day. I'm gonna show y'all what I got. Ooh, my back killing me. Give me a moment. Okay, this is all the groceries. And I think it's gonna last for like 2 weeks. Baby, when I tell you, I'm out of breath. Thank God I bought those Tylenol in Target though. Let's go in the house. Okay, here we go. Grocery haul, y'all. I didn't spend nothing. I didn't spend a lot this time. But it seemed like I got a lot more. Well, you know what? I take that back because I got some things from Snooks too. So yeah, I want to come in. While it's still in my head, I'm stopping by to say, how y'all doing? I'm something about to say that too, but something else. Yeah, why come I got hit on by a very young gentleman? I'm gonna call him a gentleman because he was definitely that. and another gentleman, older gentleman, much older gentleman today at the store. Y'all, when I tell y'all, when you just think that chivalry is over with and you don't see it, then boom, I bump into some people like that, right? Let me tell you. So I'm up in there looking for pearly pickles, and y'all gonna have to forgive me because I'm trying to multitask. I gotta clean the refrigerator out, put some groceries in or whatever. Them groceries still on the floor. But y'all, so I'm up in Snooks, and I'm, people are like, "How you doing?" And they smiling at me, and I'm smiling at them back. I think it was the wig, y'all. But, and I'm like, so I'm looking for pearly pickles. And if I can find, if y'all have ever heard of pearly pickles or whatever, I don't know. Let me see. It must be in the Snooks bag. It's gotta be in the Snooks. Okay, here they go. Get pearly pickles, right? So these are the pearly pickles, right? So these are pearly pickles. So my back was killing me. I took me a Tylenol, and that's why I'm up now, y'all, because I bought some Tylenol and I had to take them while I was there. But I did get the muscle relaxing. So I'm at Snooks, and I'm looking through the stuff. I'm like, let me get my pizza, let me get this, let me get that, and I'm doing it right. So I come up to this young man. I said, excuse me, do you work here? He was like, no, I don't work here, because he had on a blue shirt, not a red shirt, like Snooks employees have. So I was like, oh, I said, oh, okay, thank you. So I went on to continue to shop and get my other stuff or whatever. But I went over there because I forgot the pearly pickles, right? So I was like, I'm looking around for the pickles, and I'm like, where they at? Because they're remodeling this stuff, the location in Hampton Village. So they're remodeling. And I go over to this older guy. He has a red shirt on. And I was like, excuse me, do you guys carry pearly pickles? And he was like, He was like, I'm not sure. He's like, dude, I said, you guys, it's a Snooks brand, because it is a Snooks brand. You can't find it anywhere else but Snooks that I know of. So he was like, so I said, I think I've had it at the Linda location. He was like, oh, Linda, okay. So he said, well, just walk with me. Like, everybody was, not everybody, but the majority of the people were super friendly, right? Just really nice today. And I was like, oh, this is just wonderful. So we go over there, and he was looking in the pickle aisle, and he looking, I spotted him. I said, there they go, right there. And he was like, oh, okay, you spotted him. I said, yeah. I said, these are the pearly pickles. So he was like, these are like homemade. I'm like, yeah, these are homemade. I said, when I used to work for BJC, it was a woman that used to come, and she used to make them, but she also had Jolly Rancher flavors, right? So I was like, but these are really good. I kind of like them hot. I said, but you know what? They'll run your blood pressure up. You can't eat too many of them. He was like, yeah. He said, homemade. So we were just begin talking about that or whatever, right? So I cut back through the aisle where this young man is at, and I'm just walking and scrolling because I'm doing some shopping or whatever. And I was like, I'm walking past, and he was like, well, let me move this thing out of your way. And I didn't think nothing of it, because guess what? He's working, right? I was like, oh, well, thank you so much. And I continue to go, right? So I then paid for my stuff, and I'm exiting. No, before then, let me backtrack. So I had seen this older white guy. He was older. He had to be like 70, 80, something like that or whatever. He was old. But he kept, whenever he had his hat on, so every time he would see me, he would smile, and he would do like that to his head, like he tipped. You know how the old days they used to tip their head or whatever. So he tipped his head. And I was like, oh, look at him. He's so courteous and polite. Chivalry is not dead, right? Chivalry is not dead. So I keep bumping into him for some reason. So the last time I bumped into him, we were looking at I'm reading what my sister said, because I was telling her about the young man. Baby, I'm not a cougar. I just wanted to, let me put that out. I'm not a cougar. I don't do no babies like that, because I'm gonna get to the story and then I tell y'all. I'm gonna finish the story right, but I'm not no cougar. I don't do that at all. My baby 22. My son 31. My other daughter 27. So nah, I'm not no cougar. So we were talking. So he looked at me and he said, "You look like you need to be on the Ebony magazine." Baby, when I was taken back, I was taken back for a moment, because you know Ebony ain't been around in a minute, right? It has not been around in a minute. So I'm like, oh, well, thank you. So we in the Kool-Aid aisle, right? Because I seen some, where that bag at? I seen some Welchers. Here they go. Some Welchers pomegranate, cherry pomegranate. So I tried to get some water, girl. I couldn't pick up. Yeah, I couldn't pick up that thing because it was just too heavy on my back. It was too heavy on my back, but we in there, and I was like, yeah. So he's trying to pick through. I said, yeah, I like this kind or whatever. We're just talking, and he didn't shot his shot too, right? And I'm bugging up like, it is so funny to me. It's the cutest thing. It's so funny to me. And he said, can I shake your hand like I'm a celebrity? And then he tells him, can I give you a hug like I'm a celebrity? I'm like, okay, but I'm germaphobe, so I had to put my hand sanitizer right after, right? But I gave him a hug and all of that. But it was just, it was so crazy. So I get through the checkout lane, and I'm getting ready, to walk over there to Target so I can do my other shopping, and then I'll catch the Uber back home. So he sees me. He was like, did you find everything okay? I was like, yeah. I'm still not thinking nothing of it because, right, that's what they do when you're in the store. They're polite like that. So I'm like, I said, yeah, I found my pickles. So I was telling him, and then I looked in my bag. I said, it's these. I said, they're kind of spicy. I said, when I used to work for Barnes Hospital, the lady used to come, and I told him that story. The lady used to come, and she had Jolly Rancher flavors or whatever. So we got to talk about that. I said, yeah. He said, you need some help? I said, no, baby, I got it. I got it. He was like, because he touched, I said, no, I got it, because I'm finna get ready to go over there, and he's at work. So I'm like, I got it. I'm okay. But if I had my car, I would have allowed him to help me. But I'm like, he's on the clock, and I don't want to interfere with anything, and I want him to go ahead and do what he got to do, right? So he turns back around, because we didn't had our conversation, so I'm getting ready to walk away. He said, oh, excuse, can I get a minute there, Tang? Excuse me. I was like, yes, honey. And he was like, I was just wondering. He started stuttering a little bit. I was just wondering, are you in a relationship? Do you have somebody? And I look, because I'm taken back. Now, baby, I get compliments about, I don't look my age. But this child, let me stop saying that. This young man looked like he couldn't be no more than like 16, 17. His face is really young looking. He may have been 22. I don't know. I don't think he was any older than that. He could have been like 22. But he was the cutest little thing. He had these long dreads, and he had beautiful light brown eyes. They were so gorgeous. He was so mannerable. He was so respectful. I mean, but I was taken back, right? Because I was like, I said, baby, how old are you? And he said, I'm old enough. And I fell out. I didn't mean to laugh in his face, y'all. I fell out laughing. I said, I'm quite sure. I said, well, baby, my daughter 22. He was like, oh, okay. I said, yeah. I was like, but you know what? I'm flattered. Thank you so much. I'm flattered. But I'm going to go ahead and go over here. I said, but I appreciate you. I thank you so much because you were so hospitable to me when I was in the store looking for stuff. Okay. I said, so you have a good day. I started to put him on the camera, but I didn't, I didn't want to. I don't want him to think that it was a rejection, because it was not. I was just flattered because this baby was a baby, okay? He was a true baby. But I'm saying that to say, some of these men, these older men, or these men older than him, need to take a page out of the book about how to approach a woman, right? To how to approach, women or whatever, because whoever has raised that baby, that young man, whoever has raised his mama, his daddy, his parents, kudos to you parents, okay? Because he was so respectful, so chivalrous, him and the older guy, just so chivalrous. And I'm telling you, it was such a joy to see that it's still out here. And he was a young man, right? He was a young man, and then the older man. So what's up with these men in between? Y'all gonna have to do better. Y'all gotta do better, because I'm gonna tell you, that baby had it going. If my daughter wasn't taken, I would have tried to hook her up with him, because she's 22, so he looked like he around in that age frame. But and I know he would have treated her good because he's so respectful. But the little guy that she got, he's very respectful. He's a cutie too. He's cute as a peach. But yeah, I just wanted to come over here and say that. But it was just such it just made me feel so good that it is still chivalry out here. And parents, some parents, because he's not the majority, right, are still teaching these young men how to be men, how to approach a woman, how to come up to a woman, you know, how to be chivalrous, how to be a gentleman, you know. I was just complaining yesterday about some of these men, and these are older men. They need to sit down and they need to have a conversation with some of these young men, because I'm going to tell you, their life, they would probably be with somebody if they do that, because this young man showed me today that he's been taught the right way. His parents are teaching him the right way. So kudos out to those parents. It was just such a, you know, I was just like, oh my God, but he was so respectful. He was so courteous. It was breathtaking. It was refreshing. That's what it was. It was just really refreshing. So I'm not going to keep you guys long, right? I just needed to stop and make this video while I'm in the process of putting my groceries up. Because sometimes it doesn't matter if you, whatever age, does not mean that your maturity level is there. This young man's maturity level was there. And like I said, I really appreciated it so much. It was so, I was taken back. I really was taken back, because you don't find he was so courteous. He was so articulate. I mean, so it was just really nice. And like I said, I would hook them up with my child if she wasn't taken, but she taken, and I don't be dipping into their business like that, because that ain't none of my business, okay? But I was trying to see if I had a niece. My niece is too old too. They're older than him. I got some nieces that's younger, but I don't know if they ready for a little young man like that, because you know they may run over him. And I just pray to God that he don't get no little ghetto trashy little young woman or whatever to hurt his heart. Then he go out there and be hurting every woman's heart, because his little heart didn't got broken because she wasn't nothing but common trash. I'm just playing, y'all, but I'm not. But you know, I hope he gets somebody just as polite and courteous and respectful of him, that will value him as a young man, you know, because I would love to see him in a relationship and married. I really would. I don't even know him like that, but yeah. That's all I got to say, okay? So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Life with Stacy C, okay? It's free over here. And until next time, y'all take care of yourself, because I had a good day today. Those two men, the older gentleman and the young man, those two gentlemen, okay, really made me feel good today, okay? So, again, bye, y'all.